Something huge is happening in the skies this week. March 10th, we have the greater benefic Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, abundance, wealth, prosperity, all that fabulous stuff, ending finally after its 6-month retrograde period, stationing to go direct, happening around the 10th of March, depending on where you are in the world. We have this huge auspicious event. Finally, if you felt like your abundance, your blessings have just been not as big as you want them, they've been kind of on the back burner, there have been blockages, there have been delays, just know that from March 10th, moving on forward, we do have, as a greater collective, March the 10th, Jupiter, the planet of abundance, prosperity, blessing you, depending on where it is falling in your birth chart. And right now, this only happens every 12 years or so, where Jupiter will fall into its sign of exaltation, meaning that it falls into a sign where it loves to land, it loves to be, it can bring out and live out absolute joy and prosperity and abundance and give you its hugest benefic blessings. I'm saying that because Jupiter is sat in, even though it's retrograde right now, Jupiter is still in its house and sign of exaltation, the sign of Cancer. And so, if you have a Jupiter in Cancer natally, you'll be having your Jupiter return. And so, this is going to be incredible for you, right? For all the water signs, you know, you're going to, this aspect, the Jupiter in Cancer aspect will be trining the water signs anyway. And so you guys are going to be harmoniously trining and feeling the benefics, the benefits of this benefic, right? And the signs like Capricorn, you're going to be opposing this energy. So again, you know, even if it's an opposition, it's still really beneficial. I think, especially when Jupiter and Venus are involved, that actually when we do have an opposition from a benefic planet, meaning that something's going to happen which is going to cause temporary discomfort or discord in order for you to unlock the levels of abundance which are going to be bestowed upon you by the planet Jupiter. And so, yeah, Capricorn rising, Sun, and Moon, you guys are going to feel this in that way, as are Libra and Aries too. And I say that because the Jupiter in Cancer transit will be making squares to you. So Jupiter in Cancer is squaring Libra, it's squaring Aries. Okay, and again, there's going to be something where you're going to be challenged and forced to grow, to plot twist, to pivot, to get uncomfortable, to do the difficult thing in order for you to receive the many incredible blessings of Jupiter. All right, so first of all, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Happy Spiritual. I am your host. Welcome. If you love tarot, if you love astrology, if you like to get woo-woo and talk about what is happening in the sky as above, so below, then I'd love it if you'd like, subscribe, thumbs up, do all the things to help this channel grow. I'm so buzzing with excitement because my last video was like my most viewed video. So again, thank you guys. Thank you so much for making my last video its most viewed video on this channel. It really, really motivates me to continue to share my passion for tarot and astrology. And speaking of which, I'm going to go through later on in the video. I'm going to go through and discuss how Jupiter stationing, moving to go direct, right? Bear with me, Mercury's retrograde, get my words out. How Jupiter direct is going to affect each of the signs. So I want you to listen out for your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, the most important. And for each of those signs, I'll also do a tarot card too. All right, so I'd love to expand upon the astrology with the help of the tarot cards as well. Okay, so as mentioned, rising sign, really, really important. So listen for your rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign, go into a search engine, type in free birth chart calculator, and get that in there. All the information for your birth time, date, location, all the things for you to go and pull up your natal chart. You want that in a real format. I like to, for these readings, I'm doing whole sign. Love Placidus too. If you want to use Placidus, that's great. So if you have an intercepted house as your first house, then of course listen out for all the rising signs within that, okay? But yeah, rising sign first and foremost, followed by the sun sign. Some people love to just listen to their sun sign because I read and listened to people say that after a certain age, after 36, after 45, you embody the sun sign. And someone who is approaching, half a millennia years old, I can definitely vouch for. I have definitely stepped into my Aquarius sun sign. Okay, and so yeah, listen up for your sun sign so your life force while you're here, right? And then third, never last, never least, the moon sign too, right? Listen up for your moon sign because this will give you the information about how you are gonna feel, how your emotions about the transits, about the planets, and how they're making you feel within. It represents your home life. It represents your maternal caregivers too. Okay. So that is that. And if you want a personal reading with me, I'll leave all the info in the comments or the show notes or both for you to be able to get in touch with me and get a birth chart reading. I have like a waiting list for that. And I open my books like once a month for for you to access the diary. Okay, so if that is something you're interested in, then get in touch. I love to do. If you've never had a reading with me before, I always say to start off with a birth chart analysis. Okay, and so I'll get like your details and I'll produce a video for you, usually like an hour and a half. If you want a live chat where we go through it together, there is an option for that too. But generally, I'll record it and I'll send it over to you, and then go from there. If you've already had a reading with me before, then yes, solar return readings, synastry, transits, progress. Oh, there's so much stuff, right? So much stuff, and I like to mix in tarot and intuition with that as well. All right. And finally, while we're doing like housekeeping, um, the Decode Your Birth Chart astrology course, which I'll put together for beginner, intermediate, advanced astrologers to learn how to interpret natal charts professionally or for fun, for yourself, for your friends, to be able to read birth charts with so much confidence. But put so much passion and love into that project. And the pre-sale again is in the show notes for you to download that course for the special rate before the prices change again. All right, and I think I recorded like it's about 15 hours worth of content on there for you guys. So yeah, get into it. All right, so let's talk about Jupiter in Cancer. Okay, so Jupiter in Cancer, the Jupiter entered Cancer at June 9th, 2025, right? Moved from Gemini where it's in its fall, right, within its detriment. So we notice in Jupiter and Gemini, Jupiter can't act its most beneficial, right, because it rules Sagittarius, and when it's in its opposite sign for where it rules, it's what is known as in detriment, right? And so, wasn't that amazing, Gemini? In Gemini, moon into Cancer, exalted, beginning of a year-long transit, and within the themes of Cancer, which are, emotional fulfillment, nurture, emotional security, family and home, the family you're born into, the family you created, the family that you surround yourself with, the people you call home, where you call home, right? What you do to feel home, and your belonging, your beliefs, spirituality, right? What you know to be true, right? And they say that Jupiter in Cancer is like one of the most powerful placements for Jupiter. Okay, and so Jupiter moved in June the 9th, and from June all the way till August 17th is when Jupiter started to slow down its transit, and Jupiter retrograde isn't like what's the word I'm trying to use? It's not like a rare thing because Jupiter will spend like 6 months of its transits retrograde anyway, and so it spends a lot of its time in retrograde already, right? And so it the 15 degrees is where it's at now, and that was the retrograde degree where it decided to go retrograde from, right? Slowing down, turning direction. The retrograde actually began on November 11th. That's when it's hit 25 degrees of Cancer. Okay, so 15 degrees, 25 degrees. If you have planets in around 15 to 25 degrees of Cancer, right, and all the planets, all the signs that I mentioned, um, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Libra, um, Capricorn, right, Taurus, Sagittarius, not Sagittarius, Virgo, right. Um, have a look for the angles and planets around 25 degrees, 15 to 25 degrees. You'll definitely feel that. And the retrograde began on November 11th, all the way through until March 10th of 2026. Okay, so Jupiter station at 25 degrees, all the way back through to 15 degrees of Cancer. And so, um, what else? I'm just checking my notes for you guys because I wrote some things down that I wanted to mention, because Jupiter will be Jupiter turns direct from the 10th, right? And this begin, and the Jupiter transit will continue all the way through until where did I say from? Yeah, until June 30th, because until June 30th, so all the way until March the 10th, until June 30th, Jupiter will be exalted in Cancer. Before we move on into Leo, where things get a slightly different Jupiterian feel, you know, a bit more fun, a bit more fiery. I'm going to post, I think I've already done a Jupiter in Leo video on the channel, so go back and look at that, but I will go over it again in more depth. If I can't recall, I might have done it already, right? The shadow period of Jupiter will end in June, right? So even though it's stationary, it's moving forward motion, we're still going to be in shadow until June 6th, until Jupiter goes past the 25th degree of Cancer. Okay, so that is something to bear in mind. There are some things, some really cool aspects that Jupiter will be making between now and before it leaves to go into Leo. So I am so organized. I wrote these down, and so I'm just trying to find. I'm so organized. Here we go. So from June 15th to the 18th, we're going to have Jupiter making squares to Saturn, right? We've already experienced some of these already, and this is about if Jupiter's going to bring you blessings, abundance, prosperity, good fortune, right? Helping you expand upon your dreams, goals, and desires. With a square to Saturn, it's about discipline and actually putting the wheels in motion to make sure that all those things that you want, need, desire, and are manifesting. With Jupiter in Cancer, Saturn was like, okay, let's get realistic. Let's actually put how are we gonna actually plan, actualize, and bring this manifestation into fruition, right? How are we doing that, okay? This is about growth and responsibility. So there's going to be like a push and pull here about what I want to do, my dreams, my goals, and some of the things that I'm still tied to, right? Jupiter in Cancer is an amazing time for you to be ambitious, go after your goals, aim, shoot for the stars, go big, go hard, right? Saturn doesn't deny that. Saturn is like, okay, I'm supporting you. Let's get structured. Let's get organized. Okay. And June 19th to June 24th, we'll have Jupiter making squares to Neptune, right? So shortly after the Saturn square, we'll have the Neptune square. So we've gone from Saturn, getting our goals and dreams in a line, getting the plan together, action planning, step by step, all the things we need to do. And then Neptune is like, well, let's dream higher. Let's have faith. Let's trust, right? Spiritual awakenings are the words that I like to use. Jupiter making square to Neptune, right? Neptune is dreams. It can be illusion. I watch out for, disillusion. Watch out for seeing is believing, I always say with Jupiter square Neptune, okay? So don't always believe everything you see and hear. when we have this Jupiter Neptune square. All right, amazing for diving into spirituality, amazing for diving into creativity and manifestation, amazing for connecting to higher self. All right. Later on that month, June is packed, right? Straight after Jupiter will Kazemi, meaning that Jupiter will enter the heart of the sun, all right? June 24th to be exact, right? And so Jupiter will renew and be reborn and rebirth after its retrograde period, right? When it enters the heart of the sun, right? And so expect clarity about all the things that you've been doing towards going after your dreams, goals, and desires, the reason behind it all unfolding, your belief system resets, new growth, new direction, new possibilities, showers of abundance, gifts of abundance and prosperity. This is incredible. When Jupiter hits the sun for the Kazemi moment, expect blessings, expect miracles, all right? And then following on from that, August 11 through to August 13, right? We have, because we have two benefics in the sky, we have the greater benefic Jupiter, which is what this video is about. Following on from that, we also have the lesser benefic Neptune, sorry, Venus. Venus and Jupiter come together in the sky to have a conversation, to become conjunct, to become hand in hand, side by side, being coined as, you know, one of the luckiest days of the year. This is going to be August 11th to the 13th, right? Venus conjunct Jupiter. So incredible, right? Setting your intentions and actually receiving those intentions too. And it's love, money, luck, creativity, art, pleasure, opportunities, passion, dating, romance. Be careful not to overindulge. Can you have too much of a good thing? I'm a Venusian ascendant with a stellium of Venusian planets, right? So I'm all about the pleasure, all about the creativity, all about the art and decadence. So, Venus conjunct Jupiter, August 11th to 13th, incredible time to call in what you want, manifest all the things, and actually receive the blessings of Jupiter and Venus together. Okay. Is that all? Is that everything I wanted to discuss? Yeah. And this takes all the way to June 30th when Jupiter moves into the sign of Leo, which again we'll talk about in the upcoming video that I'm going to produce for you guys. Okay, so I think that is all I want to talk about for the Jupiter introduction. So I'm going to, as I go along, guys, I'm going to actually timestamp this video so you guys can scroll through and at times find your rising sign, sun sign, and moon sign. With the timestamps, very organised. Let's get into it. If you are a Aries, rising, sun, and moon, Aries, I'm just writing out the timestamp for you, Aries. Aries, for you guys, Jupiter stationing to go direct March the 10th, right? 15 degrees of Cancer. Okay, and so for you guys, this whole energy of Jupiter in Cancer is making a square to your ascendant, right? It's squaring your ascendant, it's challenging you to grow, it's forcing you to look at and highlight. Because wherever Jupiter lands, yes, Jupiter is the benefic, yes, Jupiter gives opportunity and abundance. It also expands upon whatever it touches, right? So if you have planets in the fourth house, then it will expand that, all right? Mars, for example, it will expand Martian things, right? You know, like combativeness, drive, passion, anger, right? However, Jupiter moving forward, stationing to go direct in your fourth house, amazing for receiving blessings and good news when it comes to things pertaining to your home, your family, right? Where you live. Yeah, you may decide to move. You may decide to renovate. You may be in the middle of that. You might have to pause that now to get back up again, right? And you might have the desire, the urge to, because Jupiter is one of the words of Sagittarius, right? And so this could be, you might even think about not only changing your home, but changing your country, changing your neighborhood completely, you know, bringing more spirituality into the home, right? Um, Nurturing your relationships. Jupiter direct, right? In the sign of Cancer, the key themes of nurture, of protection, of protecting your loved ones, right? For fighting what is right, for standing up for yourself, for healing ancestral trauma. Okay, for I mean Jupiter in the fourth house, I always think is it can be one of the transits for pregnancy news, and that pregnancy news could be your pregnancy news because it is the fourth house and it is the hidden house and it's how you feel about stuff, right? And it could be you giving birth to a new ideas, right? A new projects. Also, I find that I've never had this type of experiences before. When Jupiter transits your fourth house, the blessings will fall upon not only just yourself but your family members, because the fourth house rules your family, right? Especially caregivers, right? Like mother, father, that type of energy, right? But blessings on the whole family, because the fourth house I like to cover as your family unit, people that you live with. Blessing those around you too, with good news, good fortune as well. Their health can be great. I just find sometimes with that Jupiter energy, because not only is it, yes, it can bless you, the flip side and the shadow side, because all planets and all aspects, you know, in astrology, we all have shadow, we have shadow and light. And so, you know, there can be this shadow side where you may not know where to draw the line when it comes to excessive behavior, right? You know, there could be like exacerbated health issues with family members, with caregivers, right? But yeah, Jupiter expands, and so Jupiter can literally expand your family, right? Bring money into the family too, you know. Um, but I like the Jupiter energy in the fourth house because it's just gonna make your family dynamics so much easier, right? And a lot of spiritual connection and bringing spirituality back into your home, back into your routine. Okay. Aries, your card, yes. We have we have the Five of Pentacles, right? And like I said, with the Jupiter transit in the fourth house, the energy with the Five of Pentacles is about how can I be not only ask the universe to get what I want, right? And it's absolutely okay for you to ask, go for, manifest, and desire all the things, right? But also, how can you, you know, be of service to others? Where can you give? Where can you be charitable? Where can you extend the olive branch? There could be healing involved here around health issues. With the Five of Pentacles, you know, I feel like when the Five of Pentacles comes up in a reading, especially in the fourth house, I think that there's going to be if there's been delays around health issues, know that those delays are being lifted. All right, especially when it comes to family members. If there's been delays about getting money, like obtaining a mortgage, a loan, an inheritance, just trust that the blocks are being lifted around that too. Okay, money becomes available, health is good, everything is flowing, you are blessed. Love that for you. If you love that, Aries, I would love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share this channel. Thank you so much and good luck. Okay, if you're a Taurus, rising, sun, and moon, I'm just writing out this for you. 23, 20, 23, 30, shall we say, Taurus? Taurus, 10th of March, Jupiter will station to go direct, okay, at 15 degrees. And for you guys, this is going to be happening for you in your third house, okay? Your third house. And for you guys, when Jupiter, which has been retrograding in the third house, there may have been some delays around travel plans for you guys. So there could have been some setbacks when it comes to, you know, moving around your local area. Okay, there could be, it might be like, you know, you could have a lot of car issues going on. There could be a lot of blockages for you, like getting to where you want to get to, like just like disruption in your like day-to-day troubles. Okay, that is one thing. All right. So just trust that with Jupiter now direct, that those will start to dissipate. You know, so if you're thinking about selling your car, buying a new car, Jupiter will make that easier for you. All right, it'll be something bigger, something grander. Right. I always think that Jupiter in Cancer in third house is like you probably end up buying a people carrier or a 4x4 or something like that. You know, where you can put the whole family in it. Right. Jupiter in Cancer for the third house movement. And speaking of movement, you will be moving around a lot as well. Okay, you're one of the signs where yes, you could possibly move. You may change residency. You may change countries. Right. You may decide to emigrate to another country. Right, because third house rules where you live. Jupiter, international travel, expansion, spirituality, different cultures, right? You will be, for those that work within social media or anything to do with putting content out or writing books or publishing, internet, that sort of stuff, Jupiter direct now is going to be blessing your social media, your book publishing. It's going to make your communication easier as well. So it could be like, you know what, I've just had a mental block. I'm not that creative. I'm not being able to write. I'm not being able to get my ideas off the ground, right? Jupiter direct in the house of your communication. Your communication, not just how you speak, it's how you think too. Jupiter's going to be giving you big, grand ideas, honey, and acting upon them to make them come into fruition, which in turn are going to not only bless you with monetary value, it's also going to spiritually fulfill you too, right? And Jupiter is also about spiritual fulfillment as well. The third house also rules like your siblings, your aunts and uncles. And I also like to put into this house the friends that you acquire, because I think sometimes your friends can be like brothers and sisters too. So I like to, not only are they in the 11th house, but I like to put in the third house as well. And so know that if there's been like blockages around those friends, Taurus, um, trust that their lives are going to be blessed as well. So your friends are going to be getting blessings. Your siblings, their lives are going to be blessed and bestowed upon with Jupiterian positivity. You know, the relationships are going to be more connected. You're going to be seeing eye to eye and just more harmonious when it comes to those relationships as well. All right, I like with the Jupiter in the third house that you may decide to study abroad, learn a new language, learn a new skill, right? Because the third house is your skill house as well. And just having you feel good about your environment, where you are and where you're around you, you know, healing relationships when it comes to your friends, your siblings, your neighbors, right? Too. Okay. So, Taurus, what is your card? Yes, love this for you. Ace of Swords, and the swords suit in tarot is all about mental wellness, how you think, how you speak, how you communicate, the thoughts, your mind, clarity. Like I said, the fog is being lifted with Jupiter direct, where ideas flow, communication flows. If you've been waiting on documentation, legal matters, that sort of thing, just trust that the fog is lifted, things become easier, things start to flow better, ideas are flowing, abundance is coming in, ideas that make you, that will make you abundant and wealthy and rich are going to be flowing in as well. Creativity is on a high, your ideas are fantastic. Make sure you write them down and act upon them too, so you can have the financial and spiritual blessings to receive them all. Okay. Love that for you. Taurus, if you love this content and love it, if you'd like, subscribe and share this channel. And if you want a personal reading with me, hit me up, honey. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you are where are we? If you are a Gemini rising, Sun and Moon, Gemini for you on the 10th of March at 15 degrees of 15 degrees of Cancer, you will be having the greater benefic Jupiter blessing your house of money, honey. This is incredible. Even when Jupiter is retrograding, still showering you blessings. Gemini, if you have a day chart or a night chart is really important, right? Well, for all the signs, because if you have a day chart, then Jupiter is going to be your benefic, right? And you're going to feel the energy of Jupiter more strongly than, for example, I have a night chart, right? So the sun is below the horizon, and so yes, I will still feel the benefits of Jupiter in my 10th house, but for night chart babies, we have Venus as our benefic, not Jupiter. Okay, and so if you've been like, I'm not really feeling my money blessings, have a look where the sun falls above or below the horizon. That will really help you out. However, we always see the blessings from Jupiter in one way, shape, or form. And for you, this is going to be through the houses of your money, honey, because the second house holds your values, your money, the work that you do, your career. And so, yeah, money flowing in, literally, right? The abundance coming in. Any blockages that you had around work, around career, around job opportunities, trust that from the 10th of March through till June, July, this is going to be activated and going to switch around where work is going to be flowing in, money will be more easily available to you, your self-worth is going to be on a high. Maybe when with Jupiter retrograde, sometimes you can really go within and do the work on like, well, what do I believe to be true about the amount of money that I deserve? Right, what are my self-worth stories around self-love, loving myself, the abundance that I deserve, the money that I make, because it's all linked. Let's look at, I wouldn't be surprised if you get a pay rise, promotion, change your career, with this transit. All right. But definite career advancement. Okay. If it's not that, Jupiter in the second house is going to have you buying something ridiculously expensive and big. Like, you may take on a mortgage, buy an expensive car, buy a ton of jewelry, invest in something, right? Because the second house is your value, Jupiter is big, expensive things, right? And so you may, decide to finally treat yourself to that Harry Winston diamond. Oh, let's have a look at your cars, Gemini. Ooh, Gemini, you have strength. You are strong. You are guarded. You are protected. Jupiter's telling you that with this with this direct action, that you are absolutely worthy and deserving of all the things that you want, need, and desire. With this strength card, it's like taming the beast and turning down the volume on self-doubt and trusting and believing that you are fully supported by the universe. You don't need to know all the answers all of the time. You do need to take the inspired action frequently, big or small, towards your goals, dreams, and desires, knowing that the next step will unfold and the path will light up and show you the way. You don't need to know the how, you just need to show up and trust that's all unfolding for you, okay? Yeah, love that. Gemini, if you like this reading, I would love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share this channel. Thank you so much. If you'd like a personal reading with me, I'll leave all the info in the show notes for you to do so, right? So, good luck with that. If you're a Cancer, rising, sun, and moon, Cancer, well, you are the star of the show, honey. You have within your part of the sky, the first house, the house of you. What's all you, right? The house of your body, the rising sign, right? Your energy. Cancer, Jupiter is stationed to go direct on the 10th of March, 15 degrees. So especially if you have a planet or your ascendant around 15 degrees, right? Give or take like 5 degrees either way, yeah. You really feel this the most. However, Jupiter's been in your first house for a whole year, honey. It's going to be here until the summer, until June, July, right? And so, this can be a pregnancy transit. So, very something that could happen for you, okay? Jupiter in the first house is a classic pregnancy transit, okay? It is. It's Jupiter in the first house can, and this is not good or bad, right? It can expand your waist because wherever Jupiter is, it expands you. It expands, right? So in the house of the body, the first house, you can gain weight with this transit. Okay. I have Mars and Saturn in my first house, so when Jupiter goes through here, I really double down on training, and I burn more calories because I have the two malefics in the first house, so it kind of acts a bit differently. But yeah, Jupiter in the first house, you can go, mate. If you don't want to do that, then you know what to do. Jupiter in the first house can have you craving sweet food, the finer things, alcohol, having a good time. Because Jupiter is really jovial. Jupiter is fun. Jupiter's like, forget your responsibilities, honey. We're here to have a good time. Let's dance, right? And so, yes, fun is on the agenda for you. You so deserve it. Just know when to rein it in. It's hard to rein it in. I have Jupiter sextile in my moon, so like I get it. we love to have a good time. So it's about balance. Not one of the Jupiterian strong points is balance, of course not. Jupiter in the first house will make an opposition to your house of relationships too, so expanding upon relationships as well. All right, so there could be like growth in the realms of your personal relationships with lovers. All right, making squares to your career and your home. So again, there could be changes around your home, changes around your career. Just know that over the next few months with the direct action, that things are going to be unfolding in your favor. Opportunities become more available. Life becomes more fun. Life becomes easy. The blessings just roll in a bit more easier for you. Okay, and so. I do find sometimes Jupiter in the first house, like people can have like lip fillers or cosmetic surgery or like big hair or something about the appearance was a bit OTT, right? Or you might just like be more OTT in how you come across. And that's okay too. So, oh, girl, Eight of Pentacles, who doesn't want that? Just look at that. All the money is coming in, all the blessings are coming in. You are looking gorgeous. You are decadent, abundant, beautiful, fabulous. That is the story. That is the narrative. Those are your mantras. The money is coming. You're a magnet for everything that you want, need, and desire. Let the universe help you. Love that for you, Cancer. If you love this video, I would so love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share this channel. If you want a reading with me, hit me up in the show notes. Leave all the information in there for you to do so. Thank you so much and good luck with that. Okay, where are we next? So, if you are a, who's next? Leo. Yeah, if you're a Leo rising, sun, and moon, for you, you will be having the transit of Jupiter stationing to go direct from the 10th of March, happening for my lovely Leos in the 12th house, the house of your spirituality. All right, not only is it the house of your spirituality, it's the house of rest. You may have felt the Jupiter in the 12th house that you are like just cancelling plans to sleep. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna do self care, honey. I have plans tonight. I have plans with myself. And if you aren't doing that, then Jupiter in the 12th house is like use your green light for you to rest because rest is productive. To not that you have to sleep all year because it's a year-long transit, but the emphasis is very much so on your internal world, on your brain, your mindset, your mental wellness. What can you do daily, weekly, whatever, right? Behind the scenes to look after you. What self-care routines do you have? Are you doing your sign baths? Are you doing your beauty nights? Are you delving into journaling and therapy? Because the 12 hours all therapy, especially with Jupiter as well, it's a sign of getting in touch with your spirituality and getting in touch with your oneness too, Leo. And so it's as much as Leo is very much about, naturally being center stage, whether you want to or not, because the lion, the sun, we revolve around that. There can only be one Lion King, right? As much as you're about that, Jupiter in the 12th house is like, well, we need to do the work behind the scenes. So what is that you've been working on behind the scenes? It's not ready to show to the world yet, because Jupiter will be moving into the first house then the second half this year, ready for you to unleash and grow. So for you, the work for you now is to do the work behind the scenes, to look after you, to look after those projects, to delve into spirituality, to diminish And the word I want to use, right, is not eliminate, because it's not about, okay, I need to think positive all the time. It's actually about um, allowing yourself to have negative thoughts, feelings. That's human. It's what we do. It's about managing those and having a mechanism. Okay, I'm feeling X, Y, and Z. That's okay. I want to allow myself to feel that, go through that, or I'm going to today actively diminish those voices to change my script, change my narrative, change my focus. But at the same time, there is a time and a place for you to be able to sit through those feelings and allow yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling too. There's nothing wrong with that as well. All right. The 12th house does rule international travel. Some of you guys might be going on long distance travel, right? An amazing time to delve into spirituality, tarot, astrology. You'll be having really like psychic dreams of the Jupiter in the 12th house too. Okay. I didn't do your tarot card. Back to move to the next one. So sorry, Leo. Let's have a look, my darling Leos. What is your tarot? Let's have a look. Ooh, this is so interesting. Before I turn this card over, the 12th house is also one of the houses which rules hidden enemies, right? Hidden enemies and your own undoing. We have the Five of Swords, all right? So I feel with Jupiter going direct in your 12th house, there's going to be a window of opportunity for you to lay to rest combativeness between you and hidden enemies, all right, where you will come out on top because Jupiter's in the 12th house. And also, this could also, if it's not hidden enemies, this can be to do with, well, what am I doing that is my own detriment? What is my self-sabotaging behavior I can work on? Jupiter in the 12th house can be through things that, like, substance abuse, overindulging on junk food, drinking too much, taking too many drugs, that sort of thing as well. Okay, so work on those, work on having a balance, work on limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behavior. Deep, Leo, deep. If you like that reading, I'd love if you'd like to subscribe and share. And of course, if you want a reading with me, hit me up in the show notes. And good luck with that, all right? Okay, if you are a Virgo rising, Sun and Moon, you'll be having Jupiter stationing going direct 10th of March, 15 degrees of Cancer in your 11th house. All right, the 11th house. I love the 11th house because it's like your vision board house. 11th house is like, this is my vision board. This is my dream goals and desires. This is what I want out of life. This is my 5-year plan. Virgo things. My 1-year plan, my 5-year plan. Where do I see myself in 10 years? This is my action plan. That's the house for that. Jupiter is here now, right? Jupiter is blessing you moving forward, making those things that you want more accessible, right? Bringing in opportunities through the people that you meet. 11th house, your community, right? So you're going to be meeting people who are going to help you get what you want, put you on the right path, open doors for you, right? Joining new groups, making new friendships, aligning with people who are your spiritual tribe, meeting people who are matching your vibrational frequency, and also as a collective showing you what is possible. All right, having fun with people. 11th house is your friends and communities, so expanding your friendship work circle, expanding your network, expanding your friendships, having fun with those people too. Right, I like this, and also Jupiter in the 11th house is in the house of joy, I believe. I'm sure that's true because Venus is in the 5th house and Jupiter is in the 11th. I'm sure that is true, right? Jupiter is in the house of joy in the 11th house. Yeah. So double blessings, double abundance. Jupiter exalted in its house of joy for you. This is fantastic. Also, good to note, the 11th house also is one of the money houses. So abundance is unlocked. Okay. Even with it being retrograde, it will still be blessing you, depending on whether you have a day chart or a night chart. If you have a day chart, the sun is above the horizon, then Jupiter is your greater benefic. If you have an evening chart, then Venus is your greater benefic. However, Jupiter will still bless you either or. Just know that the day chart babies will get the blessings just that bit more potent. Okay, Virgo, let's do your your reading. You're reading your tarot. Ooh, what did you jump time? Girl, you have the Eight of Pentacles. The money. Somebody else had this. Who else had this? Was it Gemini? It was Gemini, the other Mercury sign. Oh my god. Girl, let the money roll in. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Life is fun. Life is easy. All good things come to you. All right. You're a magnet for success right now. You are gorgeous. You're feeling fabulous. Allow the money to roll in. Watch out for overindulgence. Do have fun. And just know when to rein it in, okay? With that Jupiter in the 11th house, sometimes it's like, I just want to party all the time, right? Nothing wrong with that. Just know that we have work to do. We have goals and dreams to achieve. So everything in balance and in its own timing, okay? So enjoy this transit. And if you like this reading, I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this channel. And if you want a personal reading with me, get in touch, okay? Good luck. Okay. If you're a Libra, Libra rising, Sun and Moon, I am one of you, honey. I'm a Libra rising. We have on the 10th of March, right? 15 degrees of Cancer. In your 10th house, my darling, Jupiter going direct, stationing to move forwards, right? In the house of your career, your public visibility, your work, your status, right? If you're somebody who has a career, who works, who has public status, who's known for something, Jupiter is doing its 12-year, once in a 12-year lifetime transit of your work and career, expanding your career, expanding your work. I can vouch for that 100%. Expanding your work, expanding your spirituality, expanding your career. All right. It's making squares to your 7th house. So expanding your relationships, exposing your relationships, right? For good or for better, for worse. Again, can vouch for that. Jupiter is opposing your 4th house, right? The 4th house was your home. You may move. Again, me in the middle of moving. You may move to different countries. You may expand your home, right? You may incorporate more spirituality into your work. I've noticed that with this transit, I have expanded upon my spiritual business. Jupiter in the 10th house can also change your status. Right, you can go from single to engaged, engaged to married, married to divorced, etc. Again, can confirm that's true. So, Jupiter in the 10th house, as I mentioned, all the other signs, can affect people differently depending on whether you have an evening chart or a day chart. So if your sun falls below the horizon, then Jupiter will still bless you, but not as much as if someone who's born with the sun above the horizon, meaning you have a day chart. If you have a day chart, then Jupiter is your greater benefic. If you have an evening chart, then Venus will bless you more. All right. However, I have an evening chart, and I do feel that yes, Jupiter is still providing abundance, but nowhere near to the level that Venus does. All right, because Venus is as an evening birth chart, Venus will be your benefic. Okay, so just bear that in mind. However, we will all receive the benefits of Jupiter. Okay, and Jupiter is in the expanding career. Jupiter in the 10th house, I think, can be one of their transits of marriage, of engagement, of pregnancy, of giving birth to new ideas, of career expansion, of public recognition. All right, so bear that in mind, Libra. Okay. Libra, our card. Let's have a look. So, yay! We got the sun. How amazing is that? Not only is Jupiter the greater benefic at the highest part of the sky for us, 10th house, right? Happens every 12 years. We have the sun. This is your green light to go after what you want. Say yes. This is the yes card in tarot. This is any card in tarot. This is yes. This is it. Embrace your inner child. Have fun. Nurture yourself. The more fun you have, the more money you make, the more the abundance rolls in. I love this. Love, romance, blessings, abundance. We deserve this. We deserve this. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, guys, if you like this reading, I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this channel. And if you want to work with me and get a personal reading, then of course hit me up, okay? and good luck with that. All right, who is next? Scorpio rising, sun and moon. If you're a Scorpio rising, I'm just writing down the notes. There. If you're a Scorpio rising, sun and moon, on the 10th of March, Jupiter, the planet of abundance, prosperity, good luck, good fortune, is stationed to go direct at 15 degrees of Cancer, right? You're a water sign, this is trining you, this is great for you. Happening for you in the ninth house. Jupiter likes to be in the ninth house, it rules the ninth house anyway, you know, and it does like to be here. And so for you and my Scorpios, you're going to be doing a lot of traveling. You're going to be doing a lot of baking, traveling for work, being surrounded by different cultures, different languages, different people who are like normal. I say normal, like not your usual people that you'd be surrounded by usually, right? International travel, foreign affairs, legalities, the law. You know, if you're expecting travel documentation, if you've had blockages, actually, step back. With the retrograde action, there may have been delays around travel. There may have been delays around obtaining documentation. There may have been delays around visas, passports, that sort of thing. There may have been delays in general with anything to do with paperwork and legalities. Trust that with this direct action now, direct motion with the planets, that things will become easier when it comes to those type of stuff I just mentioned. Okay, so visas, documents, passports, anything to do with the law, legalities will become easier for you. All right, so that is amazing. Um, the ninth house has spirituality, or what you believe in. Jupiter is all about spirituality, what you believe in too. And so your spiritual beliefs have been transforming so much. Whether you're delving in spirituality a lot more, whether you believe in your faith a lot more, whether you're believing in a different religion, culture, whatever, a lot more, right? You are expanding upon what you already believe in. All right. You may be like, no, I used to believe this thing. That thing still has its place, but it's just not for me, and that's okay too. Because now I want to explore this thing. And I think that's great, you know. And there's so rare, multifaceted, and there's so much knowledge to be learned and shared that we can take from everything, can't we? And learn so much. And Jupiter and iPad is all about learning. And whether that be you literally go back to university to learn something, higher education is in the ninth house, right? You may go back to university, to college. You may decide to lecture yourself and I don't want to say preach, but speak about what you believe in. Okay. So there is that too. The ninth house is also about working with other people who are going to help you learn something when it comes to expanding your mindset, growing your beliefs. All right, working with a mentor, a therapist, a teacher, a lecturer, a coach, for example. You becoming those things too. All right. Your tarot card, Scorpio. And remember, Jupiter is trining you, so when you have a trine, it's a harmonious aspect, so you're going to feel it quite nice. Yeah, somebody else had this. You like this? I think Taurus had this, but look, you have the Ace of Swords. So Jupiter direct, literally bringing you abundance, bringing you blessings. You see the water here as well. I feel like some of you will be having opportunity from foreign lands, from other countries. You might have the opportunity to work abroad, to work with a foreign company, to work with people who from a different background from you, who want to give you spiritual blessings, material wealth, and growth and abundance, or you're going to feel emotionally fulfilled by learning different cultures, religions, philosophies, educating your mind, enriching your mind. The more you can do that, the more harmony and peace you can be. All right, because the ninth house is about spiritual truth and finding that and discovering that. Okay, just trust that with the water being nice and calm here, that whatever you've been going through, Scorpio, the worst is behind you. All right. I love that for you, Scorpio. If you like this reading, I'd so love it if you like, subscribe, and share this channel, right? And if you want to work with me and get a personal reading, then of course hit me up. Okay. Good luck. So, if you are a Capricorn rise, no, Sagittarius. What am I talking about? Sagittarius rising, sun and moon. How can I forget you? Jupiter is your ruler, honey. Your ruler, Sagittarius, will be stationing to go direct in the eighth house. Right, the eighth house for you from the 10th of March, 15 degrees moving forward. Jupiter, your ruler, is waking up from its deep slumber in the eighth house. And for you, this is about other people's money. This is about debt. This is about there might be an opportunity for you to wipe off and write off and consolidate and get rid of debt. Some of your debt, some of your loans, some of your credit cards, your mortgage, money owed to you, right? Um, or you may decide to take on a big debt, like a mortgage, a car payment, a loan, right? Money becoming available through banks, through crypto, through finances, that sort of thing, right? Through stocks and shares, through your clients. If you're in a partnership of some sort, then this also rules their money. So your partner's money can get a glow up because Jupiter is stationing in forward motion. If there's been delays around and blockages around your partner's money, or your clients, for example, know that that is now ending and the money is going to become available. Clients become available. Abundance becomes available. The house, the eighth house is also passion, it's sex, it's intimacy, physical and non-physical intimacy. Those become easier for you too, right? Who doesn't want that? Pleasure becomes available. Pleasure becomes easier. Intimacy becomes easier, right? You want to be intimate, and however you describe and feel that to fit, that'll be available to you, whether that's physical, non-physical, or both. All right. The eighth house also rules transformation, and so with the Jupiter forward motion, trust that if you are somebody who is transforming their life and shedding away your old skin during this retrograde period, especially because it's your ruler, know that Jupiter is supporting you to let go of the past, to let go of the old version of you and transform, because Jupiter in the eighth house is about the death of the old version of you. Okay. Yes, Jupiter in the eighth house can bring sickness, it can bring transitions for people, especially like this is real life, if someone's like at their final stages of their life, then of course they may transition. It's part of our life, isn't it? And that doesn't say it's not a sad experience. But Jupiter in the eighth house can bring that. It can bring sickness. It can bring ill health, especially if the people are already at that stage in their life where they're ready to transition anyway. Okay, it's not a transit where, oh my god, all of a sudden shock death. It doesn't work like that. The eighth house also deals with spirituality, tarot, astrology. Great time to delve into that. Great time to expand upon your spiritual gifts and talents, Sagittarius. Okay, let's get your tarot as well. Right, what does the tarot want to say to you? So, ooh, yes, Page of Pentacles. As I mentioned, yeah, the eighth house is one of the money houses, and so with Jupiter going direct, know that the money is coming in, right? Gift, opportunity, abundance coming into you, work, career opportunity, advancements, an opportunity for you to take your relationship to the next level, your intimate partnerships to the next level as well. Trust that, because this energy is going to be a pentacle energy, right? Pentacles are about stability, right? It's not about it's not like a wand fire energy where just the money just flows in and comes back again. This is like, I'm giving you the tools to make the money that you want. I'm giving you the opportunity to grow and expand upon your dreams, goals, and desires. And they're going to be long lasting, and they're going to be something which you can grow and build a foundation on for many years to come. So that is amazing. Jupiter in Cancer, the 12th house, in the 8th house, 12-year, once in a 12-year transit is here to expand your material and abundance story. So enjoy, good luck with that. I'm so excited to hear about it. Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you like this video, Sagittarius, I would so love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share this channel. And if you want a personal reading with me, of course, hit me up. All right, good luck. If you are a Capricorn rising, first of all, Capricorn, only a cup of tea. If you are a Capricorn rising, Sun and Moon, on the 10th of March, at 15 degrees of Cancer, Jupiter will be stationing to go direct in the house of your relationships. And so, if relationships have been a bone of contention, or problematic, or challenging, or there's just been blockages and delays there, or just like, something withheld, trust that now with Jupiter stationing to go direct in the house of relationships will be blessing your most intimate relationships. Okay, relationships become easier. Just also what I wanted to mention with this, yes, Jupiter is a greater benefic. It's in exaltation. It acts really well. It expands wherever it touches, okay, for good, for better or worse. So if it is that your relationship is, not in alignment, Jupiter direct expanding that is going to highlight what isn't working, and that's up to you then and what you want to do with that, right? Whether are you going to stay, are you going to work on it, are you going to go? Jupiter's going to highlight that. It's going to expand it, make it bigger. It makes it bigger for you to bring it to your attention, okay? To trust that it's happening for you for a reason, all right? Jupiter, of course, if you're single, will be bringing in, or even if you're not single, Jupiter will be bringing in relationships because Jupiter wants to have fun. Jupiter wants to bring in love and romance, right? Jupiter wants to bring you marriage partnerships. Let's be real. And that can absolutely happen for you. Jupiter in the seventh house is great for marriage, great for getting engaged. It can be great for separation too, right? I think I had Jupiter in the seventh house when I separated from my partner. I'm sure it was. As, as amongst side node eclipses and other things as well. But Jupiter in the seventh house again can expand and exacerbate problems. It can exacerbate and expand feelings of love and romance and jovialness too, right? It can make things incredibly amazing or it can make them worse. So there is that, okay? Business contracts are highlighted as well. This is the house of contractual agreements. And so, yes, blessing your business agreements too. All right. Opposing your first house. So, again, you may want to overindulge. So just be mindful about that as well. All right. Squaring the house of your home. So you may move house, you may move internationally, you may expand your home. It's squaring your work house as well. And so again, you may change your career. There could be opportunities for you to grow and expand and be well known for what you do. All right. Your card, Capricorn, let's have a look. You have the Seven of Swords. And so, as I mentioned, right, you have the Seven of Swords in the house of your relationships. So, like I said, yes, Jupiter is the greater benefic. It blesses, whatever. The message I'm getting is that when the new Mercury is retrograde right now too, right? Jupiter is coming out of retrogradation. So if you go into a relationship during the retrograde, I feel like with the direct motion now, maybe the rose tinted glasses will come off. Okay, maybe something will be revealed to you about a lover that you didn't know before, right? Um, and like I said in the intro, take everything with a pinch of salt when Jupiter is involved sometimes because people can say and promise things that they can't deliver. All right, so just be aware of that. Or is this person you? Are you over Jupiterianing? Are you overextending? Are you overstretching? Are you overpromising? And if that is the case, or if it's a partner or people that you know, then with Jupiter, the lesson is about boundaries and putting those into place because Jupiter has no boundaries, right? And so the lesson of Jupiter is about, okay, where are my boundaries? How can I put those into place? Right? How can I ask for what I want and what I don't want within my relationships? All right. So there is that. Deep. Capricorn, if you like this reading, I would so love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this channel. And if you want to work with me, have a personal reading, hit me up. All right. And good luck with that. If you are a Aquarius rising, sun and moon. Guess what, Biash? I'm one of you, honey. I'm the Aquarius sun. And we have the greater benefic Jupiter on the 10th of March, finally coming out of its retrograde action at 15 degrees of Cancer. And for you, this is going to be highlighting the 6th house for you. This is all tied up with your health, okay, amongst other things. Let's talk about health first. So, Jupiter retrograde and would have brought back like old health issues, or you might just weaken the immune system, right? There could have been like water retention, inflammation, mucus, generally feeling not great. This is Jupiter retrograde in the 6th house. So just trust that, first of all, that these things need to be renewed and reviewed, which is why Jupiter is retrograding in this part of your sky, for you to reevaluate your health issues, to look at your diet, your fitness, your exercise, the food, the drink, your lifestyle, right? What needs to change? What needs to expand? What tweaks can I make? Where are my self-sabotaging behaviors? What are my habits? You know, what are my health habits that need to change? Do I need to quit smoking? Do I need to stop vaping? Am I drinking too much? Do I eat too much junk? Or do I need to become vegan? What is it, right? And Jupiter direct can, you can go two ways. You can either make expand upon those, or it can make things easier. It can make you more motivated to sort out your fitness, your health. Or it could actually make you want to overindulge and be like, I'm going to drink, I want to party, I want to take all the drugs. I don't have any boundaries when it comes to food. Jupiter's direct, okay? However, Jupiter also rules your work in 6th house, so work can become easier, work can become more available, work can become fun, dare I say? Or doing what you love, right? Enjoying your work, enjoying your commute, enjoying your day to day. The 6th house is your day to day life, so just enjoying that. With the retrograde, it might have been a bit more like you were swimming upstream, late for meetings, roadworks everywhere, miscommunication, missing deadlines, missing email. Whereas now it's going to be like a bit more smoother. Life just gets easier. Life is just a bit more, harmonious. So that is great too. If you have pets and Jupiter direct, we're blessing their health as well. And it could be that you acquire another pet or you acquire a pet. Okay. What is your tarot, Aquarius? Let's have a look. Oh, you know what? This one jumped out. I'm just going to go with it. Ace of Pentacles. I like this because the 6th house is the work house, right? And so the Ace of Pentacles is like getting to work on a project that you love and adore. There could be a opportunity presented itself to you in the realms of work and career, right? An opportunity for you to make more money, all right? It could be an opportunity for you to do what you love to make money as well. It could be a skill or talent that you have. The Ace of Pentacles is offering you a gift of monetization of money as well. The Ace of Pentacles is great for starting a new health routine, starting a new fitness routine, you could be like, what, I'm going to meal prep on my meals, or I am going to sign up for that food subscription box. I am going to not buy chocolate, or I'm going to only eat meat. I'm only going to eat vegan on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I did that. That's how I became vegan actually. I started just having vegan food on Tuesdays, and then it just snowballed. When I had Jupiter going through my 6th house, yeah, as a Libra rising, sorry, but no, Ace of Pentacles, blessing you with money, with good health, with vibrancy, with fun and enjoyment. Love this for you. Love this. It's so good. And Jupiter is saying to you to invite more fun and creativity and play into your day-to-day life. The more fun you have, the more in vibration you are of abundance. All right, Aquarius. If you like this reading, I'd so love it. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe, all the things. Okay. And if you want a personal reading with me, check out the link in the show notes for you to do so. All right. Thank you so much, and good luck. Okay, so if you, what's the time? If you are a Pisces, I'm just writing the timestamps down. If you're a Pisces, rising, sun, and moon, girl, you're one of the water signs. You've been trined by Jupiter anyway. Okay, Jupiter in the 5th house for you, 10th of March, stationing to go direct from 15 degrees back to 25 degrees, which will hit in June. Blessing the house of children. This is a pregnancy transit. This is a transit of fertility. Some of you will experience that, especially if you have a day chart, right? Especially if it affects your personal transits as well, personal planets in your birth chart, of course. However, yes, this is one of the transits which can bring about pregnancy. All right, this is the house of children. Blessing your children too. Okay, really great for your children. This is the house of your inner child. This is the time for you to have fun, honey. If life has been a fucking absolute drag for you Pisces, trust that from the 10th onwards, life becomes easier. Life becomes fun. You become more fun again. You start to enjoy life too. The 5th house is dating. So if you are dating somebody, and that'll become more fun. If you're not dating someone, you will be. People will be coming into your stratosphere, making themselves known. It's time to phone, to flirt, to have sex, to have passion. Because the fifth house is the house of sex and dating. You know, frivolous fun is cool. Multiple suitors, or maybe just one person who you're having fun with on a regular basis. Fun doesn't have to be physical. It can be anything that you have fun for. The fifth house is also the house of creativity. So some of you will be feeling more creative, painting, art, and dancing, singing, performing. Um, the fifth house is also the house of good luck and good fortune. So some of you may come into a windfall when it comes to cash, right? The fifth house is also one of the houses of entrepreneurship and the self-employed. So if you do have your own business or are creative or someone who's self-employed or an entrepreneur, for example, then you will be blessed when it comes to finances, when it comes to your business projects, because you're going to be being relieved of this blockage from abundance, and now the planet of creativity of blessings is showering you with incredible ideas, with passion, with drive to go after what you want, for the money to be available, for clients to be available, for you to have passion and joy in doing what you do. And because you do that, then the money just flows in, then the opportunity flows in, life just becomes easier and more fun. And the more fun you have, the more the money just flows into. Okay? And so, Pisces, let's have a look at your tarot. Let's keep it shuffling. What does Pisces want to know? Let's have a look. Ooh, I'm sure that when I did another reading with the tarot, the eclipse reading, you had the same cards. You had the Ten of Swords. I'm sure I bank on it. I bank on it. Ten of Swords, darling. And so for you, right? The Jupiter ending, Ten of Swords ending, is retrograde, is telling you the worst is behind. I absolutely, I've said this time and time again on my videos when this card comes up. This is my favourite card in tarot. Ten of Swords is about endings, right? Because it's at the end of the worst is over. The worst is behind you. All the shit that you've been through, the worst is behind you. The worst is over. It is done. You've been drugged. You survived. It only gets better from here. All right. Jupiter is direct, blessing you, shining you. Enjoy. Know that the worst is behind you. You survived. You're a survivor. You've done it, honey. You passed the test. You've upgraded. Let's go. Let the good times roll. If you like this video, Pisces, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, do all the things. And if you want a personal reading with me, honey, you know what to do. Check out the show notes, okay? And good luck with this transit. And guys, thank you so much for listening. I love creating content for you, and I will catch you on the next video. Love you so much.